Hi.
Hi, welcome back to Puro Clur. My name is Grecia, and I have a friend here. His name is Armando.
Yes.
Before we get into it, though, I do want to kind of give you a little bit of time to tell us a little bit about your experience in the rave scene. So, how long have you been raving
Uh,
or going to festivals?
I'm much more newer to the Raven scene than the festival scene. I
Okay.
started going. My first festival was right after the pandemic, which was the first Coachella.
Oh shit!
I think
Okay.
it was the one with Kanye was supposed to. I took him out. Yeah, and Harry Styles was on there, I think, and Swedish House
Forgot about
Mafia. Yeah. Anyway, so that was my first festival.
Okay.
I didn't go, and technically, as the years progressed, like the following year and the year after, you kind of saw Coachella take on a more EDM focused headliner set.
Yeah.
So in reality, my first official like okay, I know what this is when 2023, I believe it was, and that was when John Summit and Tom Dollar was there.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's a good
So that
lineup.
was my first, and then consequentially, I think it was 2025. I went to my first EDC.
Okay.
And that's when I kind of just saw what the rave scene was.
Oh
What
my
the
God,
outlet looked like,
how
what the
exciting.
outfits, the vibe,
Yeah.
the environment. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
So,
love that. I wish I could relive my first like
yeah.
EDC all over again.
It was good. It was good. It was a little overwhelming because there's a lot going on.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, but it was still a good experience. Yeah.
Oh, good, good. So have you raved with family members, with boyfriends?
No, no one. It's my first. I'm the only one in the family that I know that I've been into this. My
Okay.
dad, he used to do a lot of breakdancing back in the day, back in the 80s.
No way.
So he was into that scene. I remember he would have like a boom box and like
Oh my gosh.
this is back in the day, like mixtapes for a thing.
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, he was into that scene. And obviously, like as he got older, he had me. He kind of phased out of that, but
Yeah.
yeah, he would listen to that and every morning. He would listen to his particular music. So even though I'm technically the first like official, like I mean, I'm when I say raver, just a festival goer.
Yeah.
Music has kind of been like a significant part in the family,
Mm-hmm.
specifically with my dad. So,
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh.
yeah.
Do you break dance?
I do not. No, I cannot. No. In my head, I think I do. I can kind of get the physics of it, but the technicality of it, no, I can't.
Got it. Oh man. Okay. And if you hear noises, his dog is just like roaming around.
Yes.
You might see his tail here and there. Do you think music festivals are an essential part of the human experience?
At first, I would say no. I'm gonna
Okay.
take this off low
Yeah,
part.
for sure.
I would initially, like prior to me going to my first festival, I probably said no.
Why?
You grew up thinking that listening to like Woodstocks and like hearing the nightmare, like seeing that was, and even raving in itself. I think in the early 2000s,
Okay.
when I heard about it, you would associate it with just kind of just like this edgy like underdog kind of like scene. It's an underground scene, and it was just weird.
Warehouse type.
Yeah. So I mean, but after going my first year and after the pandemic, it was life changing. I think everybody should go. I mean, EDM is one thing, but I think if you are able to go to a festival, I think it's very, very. It opens you up to so much. You're exposed to so much, and we live really, really busy lives as we get older, right?
Yeah.
When you're a child, you have time to play, go run around, things like that. And as you get older, that kind of takes the back end of things.
Yeah.
And what I found to be is that festivals is that very like brings you back to that playground mentality.
Totally.
Where you allow to roam and be yourself without any judgment whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that's a rarity
nowadays.
nowadays.
Yeah, that's very true.
I think to be able to expose yourself in such a situation allows you to grow as a person and see things differently. So yeah, I would say now where I'm at, it's very, very integral to like.
What got you to attempt to even go to a festival, or was it something like always on your mind and you're just like?
No, it was never on mind. The group that I went with was really good close friends of mine, coworkers with, I was working with, and they would always go. They've gone previous years, and I always wanted to go, and they're like, "You should come," and I was like, "Okay." We were supposed to go 2020, but then obviously the pandemic hit, so that was canceled. and then finally made it out in 2021.
Made it out of the group chat.
The group chat, and yeah, and so that's how that
Okay,
started. Yeah,
nice. When your friends, or when you decided to like go with your
yeah.
friends, was that something like that they brought up to you and you're just like, oh shit, let's go? Or how did that all come to be?
No, I wanted to go because I heard about them talking about it, and my friend, she was really, her name is Desiree. She was really,
What up, Desert?
Desiree. She was just really chill about it. She's like, yeah, you should come with us, like no issue
Yeah.
whatsoever. And at the moment, I was like, I have like nowhere else to be in life, so I guess.
Why
And yeah, that's how it started. They were very welcoming to me.
not?
So
So, yeah. I think going back to what you said about it being like a very playground childlike, I think that's really true. I also feel like for me personally, going to festivals or even just a concert, but I think more so festivals because it's different mentality.
yeah,
It's one of the few places that has taught me or
yeah,
allowed me to truly be in the moment,
yeah,
really be present.
yes,
And I feel like after I experienced that the first time, like that helped me carry it into my
yes,
personal life.
yes,
Well, you said we live very, very busy lives. And
yeah,
I think it's going to be work, drive home,
yeah,
maybe
yes,
gym. Like
yes,
it's
yes,
so it doesn't give you a chance to like sit with your thoughts and really be mindful of
yeah,
where you
yeah,
are. And when you get there, it's like once you get through those gates, you're just like everything shuts off.
yeah, yeah,
No, you don't worry about bills, you don't worry about any, like
yeah,
you are just there and you're
yeah,
kind of in a way forced to be mentally there because like
yeah,
you're not there, like what the fuck, like
yeah,
it's one of the few things in life that has allowed me, at least for me, to really be in the moment.
mhm,
And I think that's a rarity, like you said.
yeah. Yeah, so I I I doubled down on that because my first year when we went, I remember separating from the group. I think it was the first night.
No way.
Well, it wasn't a bad thing. I think we
Okay.
all decided just kind of okay, let's all kind of go our way
Okay.
for a little bit. And I was okay. It was towards the end of the day. Harry Styles was going to come up,
This
and
was Coachella.
yes, and I remember because it's one thing you go into a concert, right? Because
Yeah.
you're at a concert, you're at a assigned seat.
Yeah.
You're designated to stay there.
Yeah.
That's where you're.
That's
Where
it.
you. That's it. But at a festival, you could move things around, and the vibe to be nothing compares to a feeling
Let it out. Let it
of being close to people, surrounded by people who just want to have fun. Who
Yeah,
are
you guys are all there for the same thing.
I remember when Harry Styles was getting ready to come up, and there's like that jingle it was coming up, and he was getting ready to sing as it was.
Oh.
And there's a jingle that come up, and you can hear and feel the excitement. And I look around, and I'm like, "Holy shit! Like, there's something going on
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now. There's
yeah.
something in the air."
It's wild to experience that.
Yeah, and having to hear him sing and everybody jumping up and down out of
Yeah.
excitement, it moves you. It's like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
this is the human experience.
I
This is
think
what we're like meant to do with our lives and
yeah.
to enjoy it.
A
And
lot of people crave that community,
yeah,
and I think that's why the rave scene is so like up and coming because I think it's the community in the rave scene. It's a lot of people that
yeah,
never felt like they fit in
yeah,
anywhere else, and they found like a little home
yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
And I think just in general, no matter what you are, who you are, you crave that like
yeah,
connection with the people, and I think that it provides that space
yeah,
to be there. I
yeah,
think it's what a lot of people are kind of like searching for in
yeah.
their daily lives,
Yes,
especially
I
here
agree.
in the US. Like
Yes, yeah,
whenever I like traveled to like Europe or whatever, like you can see like it's such a good like
yeah,
work life balance that you go out at like 7 8 p.m. and they're like having dinner with like everybody, and you go here and it's just like, oh,
yeah,
one person's having dinner by themselves,
yeah,
or they're just like on their phone. Like there's no like community in the
yeah,
US,
yeah, yeah.
at least how I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, and then going back to what you were saying, it also teaches you to kind of just let go.
Totally.
And because when you go to these things, you quickly learn that you are never in control.
No.
You have to surrender
Yes.
to the unexpected,
Mhm.
the unimprovised,
The element.
and just the elements,
Yeah.
and not even the elements. It's like, you know, yeah, just like, you thought you wanted to go see this person, but you were late. Okay, well then, what's the next plan? You have to
Yeah.
like think on your feet and learn to accept your losses
Yeah.
and move on and be present in the moment and learn to appreciate that, that you're here specifically in this space and
Yeah.
make the best out of it.
Hmm.
And I think that transcends into, your work ethic and your relationships and
Yeah.
how you view life and how you deal with problems in real time and
Yeah.
things like that. But how do you view festivals in EDM? Are they equal to, do they have this, does it hold the same value as going to the movies or, going on a shopping spree? Is it just another way to pass time for you? Or what?
No, I think for me, it's like, I think going to the movies doesn't seem like a lot of fun to me. Like, I think it's just not a waste of time, but I'm just like, I have to really, really, really be intrigued to like go sit in the theater. Like, I'd rather wait for it to come out and I can just like
Yeah,
stream
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I feel like the whole festival thing, it's like you buy your ticket
Yeah.
maybe a year before, and then like it's like the anticipation building. Like, I don't think it's just solely like a piece of entertainment. I think it's like it's a whole ass experience.
So I'm gonna compare it to this.
Okay.
A lot of people that I know, they don't go to a lot of festivals because they end up traveling, right?
Okay.
So they go to, let's say, Bali on excursion.
Hmm.
They go to Italy on
Hmm.
like a food like, you know,
Yeah.
and then they go to Paris or Brazil or whatnot, and they go into these trips, and sometimes they do like intensive like meditation and
Hmm.
retreats and things like that. That to me is the equivalent. That is
Totally.
to festivals, even EDM music.
Yeah.
You know, yes, it is costing everything, and it is for entertainment because you're listening to music. There's a business behind it, but at the same time, I think it's so important to expose yourself to those things, for you to grow. So
Mhm.
it's the same thing as traveling. People travel when they go on these things, they come back, and
Yeah.
it's a learning experience and for them. It's
It does.
enriching for them, and I
Mhm.
find that festivals and EDM music is enriching both for the soul and
Yeah.
you know.
Totally.
So
I think if you're comparing traveling and eating, yes, totally. I think they each provide their own
yes,
version
I agree.
of,
Yes,
like, you can't compare apples and oranges,
yes, completely agree. Yes,
but they're
yes,
still fruit.
yes,
And I think that's how I would view
yes,
both
yes,
of them.
completely agree. Yes,
Like, I love both, and if I could do it all year round, like,
yes,
fuck it, why
yeah,
not? But I think there's there's no way to really compare it. I love both independently, but there's like there's this kind of freedom in going to a festival and going to the rave scene or whatever that you don't really get when you travel. There's a different I feel like when you travel on Italy, Europe, whatever, just like traveling in general, there's a sense of freedom of in terms of like, shit, I'm away from my real life, like daily chores kind of thing. But I don't feel like you're not mentally free.
yeah,
And I feel like when you go to like a rave or a festival, like there's this sense of like your brain just turns off.
yeah,
And I don't know how else to explain it because I've done both and there is a sense of freedom in both, but it's
yeah,
different.
yes,
It's still different.
yeah,
And when I go to EDC, for example, like the second that I get in there, like all my stress, all my worry, just like it doesn't exist.
yeah,
And when you're going to like Europe or Italy, whatever, like there is still a sense of like something in your head.
yeah,
Like you can't fully let things go.
yeah,
And I think there's beauty in both, but it's still different.
yeah, yeah. I know. I agree, and they both provide a certain type of enrichment to yourself,
Yeah,
but I think in their own respective way.
totally. Do you see yourself raving for one time? I know you just started. I feel like
I
you're
know
a
I
baby
just
raver.
started, yeah, which is weird because I'm at my age. People saw a lot earlier. I can see myself doing it longer than most people for sure,
Yeah.
but maybe not forever. You know what I mean?
No.
No. I think one of my biggest concerns is like if one is to have a family or things like that, where does that take
Where it's fit
place? Where does that fit in your
in. Yeah.
in the in your family as you're trying to grow and raise children or whatnot? But I don't know. I have met though a lot of people this year, even at the recent EDC, parents who were there whose
Mhm.
kids were at home with dad
Yeah.
or at home with grandma and grandpa
Yeah.
and they were being taken care of, and mom and dad were out raving. So that brings me some sort of hope to be like, okay, well, it's not a one done deal where it's
Yeah.
like
No, I feel like there's going to be like anything in life, you have to have time for yourself.
yes, yeah, yeah,
No matter if you're a parent, a pet parent, like whatever, like there comes a point where it's like you can't just be with your child 24/7,
yeah,
no matter how much you love them. Like you need that time to
yeah,
yourself. And obviously, maybe like the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 years of that child's life, you might be like a little bit more
yeah,
present
yeah,
with them.
yes,
But then it's like at some point there you have to be like, okay, like
yes, yeah, yeah,
I need a weekend.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Like there it's inevitable. So I
yeah.
think it just has to naturally take its
Yeah, I
course.
think that's also you have to maturely understand and comprehend that there might be a period where okay, when you might not go this year because X or and so and so is
Mhm.
happening, and you kind of have to adult and take care of that.
Yeah.
But seeing this past year, like I said, specifically watching parents be there and adults and
Mhm.
who have blown on jobs and then like responsibilities be
Yeah,
there and say okay, well, it gives me kind of like hope
totally.
that no, that could probably do this longer than I anticipate or
Yeah.
thought.
Like one of my well, former students, she has, I don't know how old the kid is, but I'm going to guess like 6 or 7. And her husband go all the time to EDC.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, I think it's doable. You just have to like mentally prep yourself.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. What about yourself? Do you see yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I
Okay.
want to see, I want to be like las viejitas that are like,
Okay. I do. I don't know if you remember this, but Coachella at the year Dom Dollar was there.
uh-huh,
There was this older lady who was like in front of the fence. She was like screaming,
that's going to be
"Save
me.
your, save your love" or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's who I want to be.
I, I think I might not do it as much as I do it now, but maybe I'll do it like once a year. Or like
Okay.
maybe I'll do like EDC one day.
Yeah.
Like at least that's what I
Yeah.
crazily think. Maybe I won't do the full weekend, but I'll still do like a few hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just kind of like get it out of my system. But who's to say what's
Yes, I
ahead
agree.
of me?
Yes.
Right now I feel like I have like at least 10 more years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Michael is done. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like we were leaving EDC 2022. And last day we were like walking from the shuttle to our hotel, and somewhere along that road and walk, he like stopped and he's like, babe, I need you to make me a promise. And I was just like, okay, what's up? He's like, never invite me to EDC ever again.
Oh.
He's like, I am done.
Yeah.
And I was just
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. It's so funny you say that because it's opposite with me and my partner.
Uh-huh.
I'm much more older than he is,
Okay.
a couple of years older, and he's been doing this since he was like in his 20s.
Uh-huh.
So he's not coming to like, okay, I'm reaching like this age and I want to slow down. And I was like, but I just started. But I think it's also like you have to, like for instance with EDC, you don't have to go all 3 days.
That's
You know
what I'm
what I
saying.
mean? Like, and a lot of these DJs, they DJ outside of like
Yeah,
the
totally.
clubs and stuff like that. So there's places you can catch them. And
Yeah. I will say that if it's your very first EDC,
yeah,
go through all 3 days.
yes,
From start to end,
yes,
go all 3 days.
yes,
Second, third,
yes.
fine. Just do a day, maybe 2. But if you're going for the very, very first time, go all 3 days. Yeah, I think everybody should experience EDC
Yeah.
at least once.
If there was one festival I could do forever, it'll be probably Coachella.
Coachella.
I could do Coachella forever.
Have you tried different festivals other than those two?
No, we're supposed to be going to Heart Summer this in August.
Okay.
We've done OSL, which is Outside Lands in Portugal.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but nothing compares to that
Feeling.
Yeah, to that feeling with Coachella. It's different. It's different.
What do you love so much about Coachella?
It's the sun's out, open grass,
Okay.
it's the rides, also the art installations is very huge.
That's
I
true.
love that they dedicate time for that. Something that, like, for instance, at Coachella, even though it's a different audience, it caters to a different audience, it kind of lacks, it adds that extra artistic detail to it, where I feel Coachella really caters to, like, the artist and, like,
That's
the
true.
installations, the food, you know, the stages and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
So it's more of like the artistic
Yeah,
vibes
yeah,
behind
yeah.
it.
How are you?
I don't know. I feel like I want to like dip my toes in a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
Like I've done Coachella like 3 times. I've done EDC like 7 times. I've done Outside Lands. I've done what else have I done? Beyond Wonderland.
Oh, I haven't heard of that yet.
I did the one in the one where was it the shoreline in like 2015 or something like that, 2016, something like that. It was their last one.
Oh, okay.
In shoreline, but I also did Beyond in San Bernardino.
Yeah, okay.
And then I done a Nocturnal.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them.
And then I also have you heard of Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
That's another one I want to go to.
I went to the one in Paris.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So I've
Oh,
done
yeah.
amazing.
Okay, good.
Amazing. I want to check out the one in I think it's in Chicago.
Okay.
Just to kind of like compare.
Yeah.
But so the one in Paris, like everything just felt very organized. And I don't know if it was because I went to their very, very first one in Paris that like it wasn't a huge crowd. I went with a friend and her roommate at the time. And there was, I don't know, I wanted to see somebody and they wanted to see somebody else.
Okay.
And we went our separate ways.
Okay.
And it took us like 5 minutes to see each other after.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was really like spacious. It didn't feel like you were sardines.
Yeah.
There was space to like dance and move around. I would go back.
Okay.
I don't know if they still have it actually, but I don't know if they survived COVID. But when we went, it was great. We went to see specifically Yellow Claw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like their peak.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want to check out Tomorrowland. That's
Oh, yeah.
like on.
I heard that's like the creme of the creme of
Yeah.
all festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like my bucket list.
Yeah.
The one in Miami, Ultra.
Ultra, yeah. I've been wanting to go to that one too. Yeah.
And then Electric Forest.
Okay, I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know.
It's
That's
too
too
out
campy.
there for me.
Yeah.
It's too hippie. Like it's too too Woodstock to you. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
yeah.
And then the other one, Lost Lands.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that one too.
Lost Lands is like, I think realistically, I want to do Lost Lands first, then Tomorrowland, and then the rest.
Okay.
Electric Forest, I want to experience it once at least.
Okay.
At least, I don't know if I'll do like a yearly thing, but I would like to experience it at least once in my life. Yeah, I don't know if I see myself at just one.
Okay.
I like variety.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I feel like as much as I love EDC, like it gets a little repetitive year after year. Obviously, like you know what you're expecting, but I'm just like I would love to see different stages, see different like I think that's the nice thing about this industry. It's like you have the option to go and see all of these other like festivals. And I think they each bring their own like value to it. I think Lost Lands is very like headbangery music.
Yeah.
I don't really know what Electric Force is, but Outside Lands is very like bands, live bands. And then Coachella, I feel like it's a mix of both.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah. So I think they each give you a good taste of a different feel for everything. So I can't just pick one.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I like Coachella, because you said it's like it adds a variety of like go to different genres and see different people. And
have you checked out at Coachella? Like they have the like speakeasies and
yes, we found one also in EDC. We found one. They have them at EDC, speakeasies. You have to find them. Yes. So I'm telling you, there's so much. And to my partner, it's like, oh yeah, that's it. But for me, it's like I never knew this was there. Like I never knew. Yeah. So there's so much to explore. There's so much to do that I think, that's why it makes it kind of keeps me coming back, because I'm like, okay, this year I want to try to do this.
Oh,
next year I want to try to find this.
I don't know if I actually follow them on TikTok, but like they just kept up popping up on my feed of like, oh, the things to do at Coachella, or just like all these videos about Coachella, and I was just like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. And then when I get there, I'm just like, whoop, I forget everything.
I'm just like I usually try to write it down and tell.
Oh, I should do that.
Camping or hotel?
Oh, okay. I've camped once, and that was enough for me. Like, okay, I wouldn't be opposed to camping with the right people.
Okay.
I think the people make it or break it.
Yes, I agree.
The last people that I went with, they were very well organized, and I think if I had that like organization again, yes. But in general, I am not a camper.
Okay.
I am not like no.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay.
You?
I've camped before outdoors. I've camped before and I've done like tents and everything, and that's it's a completely different game when it comes to festivals.
Totally.
Because you're exposed, you really are exposed, especially in the desert like EDC or Coachella, because you're out in like 110-degree weather. I've always stayed at either Airbnbs or like hotels, just because I love being able to come home, take a shower, and be able to like sleep on an actual
have AC.
Have AC, and then have like a nice like cooked meal or whatnot. You know what I mean? I camped for the first time this year with my partner. It was a really good experience, and I think part of it was because, like you said, whoever you go with makes your breaks.
Yeah,
the people that I went with, the people that we were with, did a really good job at making sure that we had everything.
Oh, nice. How did they camp previously?
Yeah, he's always camped. He's only camped, I believe. Yeah. So, and even the previous years, he's camped, but I think this year it was a learning curve. It wasn't perfect. I wasn't ready for like the thing with like hotels is you can shut the shades off, like close them, and not expect any sunlight, and
the noise.
Camping,
you
wake up like you go to bed like say like at 12, and then I would wake up like around 6 a.m. because that's when the sun's out.
Yeah. So
then you only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and that sun hits you really, really hard because it's bright out, and like it's the first thing you see. I was like, hello.
I feel.
Yeah, but I think next year that's definitely a learning curve. Next year we'll be able to be more prepared.
Okay.
I saw people buying like cover shades for their tents.
Oh yeah.
So that way it kind of blocks off the sun. At first we were like, why are they doing that? And I'm like, okay, well now it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I feel like I like the idea of camping because like it's a whole ass vibe.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to drive anywhere. You can get fucked up. Like you can just be. But the fact that you don't get away from it for like 5 minutes, like that just I feel like I got so pampered with like you get to your room, you take a shower, you go to bed, like you wake up feeling refreshed, knowing you can do it all over again. I feel like when I did go camping, I was 20, like a 20-year-old versus a 30-something-year-old, like very different body vibe. Like something's gonna hurt.
Yeah. No, I think next year we'll definitely be more prepared. I'm getting used to camping now. And I love the fact that you're on festival grounds. Like I love the idea that, and like I never got to experience day zero.
Oh no way!
Yeah, and so we would experience that and start early. Like it's just a whole vibe.
Yeah,
it's a whole vibe.
What's day zero like?
It's like any other like normal like camping day. The exception is everybody's kind of just like getting comfortable, getting in, unloading and stuff like that, and they have like a special DJ to come in at night, and that DJ kind of just starts the party.
I see.
Get some party going, get some vibe going for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
And I think this is very similar with EDC. They'll have a day zero DJ. Well, they kind of start the vibe for the weekend and get you off and get the party started. But yeah.
Is it a bitch getting through the lines?
At the beginning, yes.
Okay.
Getting out of it, no, because everybody's kind of just getting out.
Yeah.
Getting into it was excruciating. Like we were in line for like, and it wasn't very that long. We were in line for like 20 minutes, probably, or 15 at the most. But it felt like we were in line for a complete hour. But
wait, what time did you get there?
And that's the thing. Like you have to get there early.
Okay.
Because if you get there late, like you're doing all this, and it's like scorching hot outside.
I've heard.
And the earlier you get there, the better, because you're doing it when it's a lot cooler and it's not out. So
I remember like when I did it in, I think it was 2016. when I went. The group that I went with, like they had the shades, they had like a little mini fan.
Okay.
They were like well
Yeah,
prepared.
yeah.
And I'm just like, I would have to like go to that level to truly enjoy it.
Here's the other thing. It helps when you're with a partner because I would just, and this is how spoiled I am, but I would just say, I need this, I need that, I need this.
No, go get it.
Okay, can you go get it? No, we just shoot him a text. I need this. I'm hungry. And so it would have come to me like, it helps out because you work like technically we're like he's doing a lot of the work, but we're working together.
I don't think Mike go to camp.
Oh really?
I think because he likes to go camping, but I don't think he would enjoy the festival and camping like
Okay.
hotel all the way for him. I think.
Yeah.
But for me, like I said, I can be persuaded depending on how prepared that group is.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, so what did you do while you were camping then?
For the first, it was my first time, so I didn't really take advantage of like all the because there are extracurricular activities you can do.
Okay.
There's like pop-ups you can visit. There's like activities. There's an activity room that you can go and like mingle with other people.
Okay.
There's also a silent disco. It comes on at night. So there's that. I didn't get to do it because again it's my first time camping, so I didn't know like these things were happening.
Oh, I see.
But I think next year we want prepared to be able to like partake in them.
So when I camped, I don't remember if it was the last night or second to last night, but it was me and one of the girls in the group. We had just finished with like Coachella, and I don't know if she knew about it or she heard about it. She's like, "Oh, there's silent disco. Let's go." And we were like, fucked up, like on one. And so we stayed up to like 3, 4 in the morning, just like at silent disco. And then we went back and we just like crashed. Like, it was fun.
Yeah.
That's the first and last like silent disco that I've ever done.
Yeah. No, I've never gone to one, so I need to go to it. So hopefully next year we much more coordinated.
Yeah. There was this one, we were at silent disco and
you know what it was?
What?
My friends did go. My boyfriend did go. It was lights out by 11 for me.
No.
Yeah, I was dead.
Are you like?
But it goes back again to like not be prepared to camp. Like I didn't know what I was getting myself. I didn't understand that it was gonna be scorching hot and the heat was gonna be like humid and stuff. Yeah. So that kind of like drained a lot of my energy. So by the time 11 o'clock came, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm getting out of here.
How many Coachellas have you done?
This will be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
But this was your first time camping.
Yes.
Where did you just
Airbnb? With Airbnb and hotels.
I see.
Getting in and out was not that hard. And you can leave anytime.
That's I think the biggest perk.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could just leave in general, like have in and out privileges either way.
You have in and out privileges. As long as you have your like placard, you should be fine to go.
Yeah. No, I like even for people who aren't camping. Yeah. I think they can.
Oh, I don't know.
I think they have in and out privileges. Why would you leave? I don't know. But
yeah.
Stupid if you leave, but I think that's like the biggest perk of like being able to camp. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna go change or I have a sweater, whatever.
Yes, exactly.
You don't need to get a locker.
Yes.
You have like an actual meetup with your friends.
Yeah. So I think this year that was one of the biggest conveniences was that like we would go out in the morning, not in the morning, but in the daytime. And then by like around 6 or 7 o'clock came by when the sun was down. Oh, okay, let's go back to the campgrounds,
change,
get a sweater, and then we would be fine.
Just catch your breath. Yeah. I would love to be able to like not camp, but like get an Airbnb or not. I don't think there's hotels walkable, but like an Airbnb walking distance to Coachella, so I can just be like,
yeah, I know.
I don't think I could camp again, right? As much as I like the idea of that convenience. Like somebody has to like really like try to convince me. Yeah, no.
I know. It's not for everybody. But,
no.
How long have you been going with your partner?
Michael?
Yeah, Michael. Raves or festivals?
Since 2015.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. So okay. So our very, very first like anything, like we were coworkers first.
Okay. That's so cute.
So we were coworkers first. His ex actually sold me my first Coachella tickets.
That's so romantic.
I know, it's crazy. They broke up sometime in like the summer or whatever. And then I started going to like Coachella, EDC, and this and that. And the thing that kind of like connected us both a little bit more was festivals and like just that conversation like at work. And it was like always me, him, and another coworker of ours that our schedules always aligned. So we would always work out together
Yeah.
because we worked at a gym.
Okay.
And so somewhere along the way, like the three of us would always just work out and we'd talk and chat and stuff like that. And then the conversations of like festivals plus working out plus working together, like that just kind of like
Yeah.
brought us a little bit
Yeah.
closer. And they had broken up, I don't know, spring, summer of 2015. And then September was when Beyond Wonderland was at
Okay.
Shoreline. It was me and this friend that I went to like Lollapalooza with, her group of friends. And she's like, hey, like, I'm going to go. You want to go? I was like, sure. Me and her group of friends already had like plans and everything. And I brought it up to Michael. I was just like, hey, like my friends and her group, like, we're all going to go to Beyond. Like, do you want to go? He's like, sure. And so that was kind of like the beginning of everything.
Okay.
So Beyond Wonderland 2015 was our first one. And then we went to a couple shows here and there after that. It was Valentine's time month, and there was a thing in SF called Crush.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
I don't know if it's a thing anymore, but it was like a 2-day event. And so actually the same group of friends that we went to Beyond, we went to Crush too. And so at the time, Michael and I had already been like hanging out so much. And so we were practically like dating, but we hadn't talked about it.
Okay.
And so we went to Crush and we're stupid. We're on the dance floor and loud as music. And I turned around and I was like, are we dating?
Oh.
And so, because I'm over here, like, I don't want a boyfriend. Like, I don't want to really, like, I was very much in my single, like, girl era.
I'm going to relate in that, yes.
And so he's also my first boyfriend.
Okay.
Because of
so crazy. That's
yeah,
so crazy.
he's like
Yes, okay, good.
yeah, and so like I was like I love my single life, like,
Yes.
and so he respected
Yes.
that.
Okay.
So he didn't want to like touch that, and also he had just been in what like 8-9 year relationship, like he had just gone out of that, and so I don't think neither of us wanted to rush anything to get into anything else. Anyways, so here I am, I'm stupid, and I'm just like are we dating? And then he's like, we started talking about it the next day after we sobered up, whatever. And so we agreed to start dating casually, like if he wanted to see other people, if I wanted to, like it wasn't like exclusive, you know.
Yeah.
And so from Valentine's Day till of 2016, we started going to EDC, we started going to like other like little shows here and there. And then September of 2017, we go to Beyond Wonderland in SoCal.
Okay.
I can't remember if it was Beyond or Nocturnal, one of those two. But it was in 2017, September 2017 in San Bernardino. And there was this girl and we were just talking to her and she had like a big ass totem pole and that's kind of like how we started talking. Her group of friends found her. She introduced me to her group of friends. We all started talking. And then she introduced Michael as my boyfriend. And I gave her a look. And then, because we weren't official. And then I just looked at her and I was just like, oh, like, no. Like, I guess, like, my face said something. And she's like, oh, never mind. And I was just like, he's not all something. And then that conversation ended. They left. And then I turned around and I was like, so you want to be all something? And that's how we kind of got together.
Yeah.
But we've been raving since 2015. Holy shit, that's crazy. What, 12 years?
Yeah.
11 years?
Yeah, that's 11 years. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good time though.
It is a good time.
That's a good time.
Yeah. Tell me your story.
So obviously I've been going to festivals since 2021. I met my partner at the end or at the very beginning of 2025.
Okay.
At the very beginning, we met at a party of a friend's. and we started talking. And coincidentally, like you never know who's going to these things, so you
Yeah.
kind of just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm assuming you're not into that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know where we were like, oh yeah, we started talking, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be going to Coachella this year. Okay, okay, great, okay. We had already made plans though. It
Oh.
was in February, I believe, and
Oh my
Coachella was
God.
in April.
Oh my God.
Oh, it is in April.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was February. It was like, oh yeah, we have plans. So we started seeing each other, started going out, and kind of we made it official a couple of weeks after. But that particular year, we had to go our separate ways because we had made plans specifically already. So he was camping, and everybody was already accounted for. And same thing on my end. We were staying in a hotel, and everybody was kind of accounted for
Yeah.
already. But yeah, we started going last year, and this year was the first time that we actually stayed together, and we were able to like, experience it together and go,
Oh, I love
things
that.
like that. And but yeah, so here's the thing though. How do you feel? How does one maneuver time sets? Or how does one manage time
Okay. So
with your significant other?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I I think the biggest thing, at least for us, we like very similar
Yeah,
like artists or DJs. So it's always been really easy to like, hey, let's go see this, or hey,
yeah,
and also I'm like really lucky that he's a very, very chill person.
yeah,
He's not, if I really want to go see, he's like, okay, sure. He'll like whatever you want kind of thing, which I'm like very grateful for. But at the same time, I'm just like, but what if you want to see something? Like he'll give up what he wants so I can be happy kind
yeah,
of thing, which makes me happy, but I want you to be happy too. But we've never gotten in a situation where it's like we both want to see these two people really badly because it's always been the same
yeah,
person. So I don't know how that would turn out. I think one of us would just have to like
yeah,
say bye to
yeah,
like who wants to see it
yeah,
and just kind of give in to the other person.
yeah.
I know there was one year where it was at EDC. He wanted to see Dead Mouse.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
I don't like
Yeah,
Dead
me
Mouse,
neither. So,
but that was his thing.
yeah,
That Cascade, Dead Mouse, like that was what he got into. And so when he saw that they were going to be on the set times, he's like, that's who I really, really want to see. And I was like, okay.
okay.
And I feel like EDC is a bitch to like find your
Yes.
other
Yeah.
person. I wouldn't separate myself from him at EDC. If it was Coachella or a smaller like outside land, like I think those are easier where
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you can go on your own and come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we did that with one of our friends at Coachella this year. She did her own thing for 2-3 hours and then we meet back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it was so easy, but EDC no. Like it's so impossible to find your people and the
Yeah.
reception is shitty. I don't think I could.
Now, do you go in a group or do you use it just you two?
Depends.
Okay.
Depends. Like we've done both. Like
Okay.
when
And how do you manage that when it's a group?
when it's a group. So thankfully, like all the groups that I've been in, like they as soon as we get in, we'll be like, okay, bye. Like
Okay.
they do their own thing, we do our own thing, and we'll meet back at the hotel.
Yeah.
But we always travel there together.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times where we got lucky and we actually met at our meetup
Yeah.
spot and like got to go see, I don't know, whoever we wanted to go see. And then we'd separate and then just see each other back at the hotel because people are very, very different. So it was always like, okay, well, somebody sacrifices their whole entire like lineup of who they want to see to stay with the group, or they just go on. And
Yeah.
the group is big enough where it's like multiple people in each like space. So we really got lucky to like me and Michael do our own thing and the friends do their own thing.
Yeah.
It sucks that you're not together,
Yeah.
but it's who you want. I feel like at that point it's like you pay so much money
Yeah.
to not see who you really want to see.
Yeah.
I feel like that is not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
What about you?
So prior to that, I'm very free spirit. Like I like to be alone, and
No,
I like that
you're
freedom. No, no,
fucking
wait, hold.
Scorpio.
No, no, yeah, he's a Scorpio too.
Scorpio,
Yeah,
I swear.
my other friend Peter, he's very much similar like I am. Like, and it's a learning experience. Right?
Yeah.
Everything's a learning experience, and this curve is a
Oh
learning
my
experience
God.
for me. So, but I only say that because the previous years, it would be like, okay, well, let's go here, let's go there. We don't have to stay here for very long. Let's take a break, or let's keep going. And with my partner, because he knows a lot of people and
Mhm.
he goes in big groups, there's a lot of variables that go into it,
Yeah.
right? It's like, okay, well, X so and so wants to see this person, X so and so wants to see this person, and I get very like stressed out when it's like, okay, well, I need to see this person or this person,
Yeah.
and I'm so, again, because my previous years I've gone alone.
Yeah.
I'm so like focused, like tunnel vision. I was like, okay, I need to see this particular person. This
Uh-huh.
is where I need to go.
Yeah.
Um, that was very hard the first year, last year. That was very, very hard to do. I got really stressed out about the whole situation about,
No way.
maneuvering in set times and going here versus there.
Mhm.
This year we did, I think, a little better. I think this year, there was one particular artist. I was like, okay, this is the person I need to see, and it was at the same time that he wanted to see someone, and I told him, I love you, but
Bye.
we need to separate. And I think
Yeah.
it's healthy. I think
Totally.
it's extremely healthy for them to like. And he's like, no, I want to go with you. It's like, okay, come with me, come with me. Um, but I don't also want you to stay with me because I'm asking you to stay with me. I
Yeah.
want you to go be able to see the people who you want to see.
Totally. That's
Because
why we're here.
one, it's expensive to be here, and
Yeah.
we traveled like 6-8 hours to be here. And
Yeah.
I'm not wanting you to like stick around with me for the sole reason
Yeah.
you just stick around.
Totally.
Um, so this year we were a little better with that. It's a
Okay.
learning curve, but I'm learning that, and I'm learning about being vocal too, about like, okay,
Okay.
this is not where I
I
want
have
to
to
be,
start about that. Yeah.
and this is not what I want. It's like this makes me feel a certain way,
Yeah.
and like we need to come together to an agreement to where we can, okay, we're both parties are happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the things this year was not having enough time for each other. Like he for his own good. Like he's very very nice. He's very very nice.
Yeah.
He's very much of a people person.
Okay.
He likes mingling around and things like
Yeah.
that. So he had a lot of friends coming this year, and we were trying to catch up to them. We were trying to see them. We were trying to do that. And by the time 3, 5, 6 o'clock rolled around, it's like,
Oh
okay,
man.
now we have time for each other. Well, it's like, well, we just missed so and so, and it's like,
Weird.
it's a learning curve. We're
Yeah.
both learning. For him, it's learning to be with my personality and my characteristics.
Yeah.
Me is learning to be like, okay, vocal and understanding, and probably setting time limits. Like, okay, let's go find this person, but X so and so is reserved for that. We have to move on by this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, it's having and those conversations start ahead of time.
Yes.
those,
Totally.
that's the kind of thing where we're learning and we're kind of like, but we're getting better at it. I think.
Do you
Yeah.
think having that experience in a festival has made your relationship stronger outside of the festival?
It definitely helps. It definitely helps because you're much more vocal and much more like, okay, well, this is
Mm.
not what I want to do. I'm not feeling this way, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Has it made you more vocal in your personal, not just like in your relationship with your partner, but like in your personal, like work life?
yeah,
Or,
I think so. Yeah, I think
yeah.
yeah, yeah. What were you saying?
So, I think that was like it was a very big like learning experience for me. I think also a lot has to do with like my age. Like my very first Coachella was in 2015. No, this happened my second Coachella, 2016. And I went with like the group of friends. I specifically went to that Coachella to go see Ellie Goulding.
Oh,
Guess who I didn't get to see?
Ellie Goulding.
Ellie Goulding.
Okay, I got to think. Yeah.
Was so mad at myself, but sad at the situation
Yeah.
that, and I think it was more of like being afraid of not being being by myself.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's stupid because we were camping. I could have just gone back to the fucking
Yeah.
camps,
Yeah.
but I didn't think ahead of time or just like I didn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So we were at Ellie Goulding. She had started maybe 5-10 minutes, and the group they're like all of them wanted to go see somebody. I don't even know who. And they're like, okay, well we're gonna go, and I'm just like, but I'm here, like,
Yeah.
and I made the decision to move and leave with them, and I missed her whole set. And I was, to this day, I am livid at
So here's the
myself.
thing about that. I think those situations are very important that you fulfill them
Yeah,
because those sets change every year.
totally.
Eras change, artist concepts change.
Yes,
So the music they put out has changed, the
totally.
set lists change. So for me, it was I had a very similar story with Dom Dalla when he was first coming when he first blew up with when he first started blowing up.
Okay.
We were supposed to catch him, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, at Coachella.
Okay.
And we didn't catch him that year because we had to leave early to go to the afters, to his afters. And it was a completely different set though.
Oh,
Not the same vibe. Not the same vibe.
I can imagine.
Not the same vibe. Different.
That's so
So I got to miss that set.
upsetting.
And then that same year during EDC, we didn't catch the set. I forgot what it was. I think we were running late or something. We were all the way in the back, and then I was like, I can't get the
Yeah, yeah.
experience. And
Like you're over it.
yes,
Yeah.
correct. And the same thing happened the third time around. I don't know. It
Stop.
happened 3 times. So with the
They're
fourth
such a
time,
fucking charm.
for the fourth time that I was finally able to see him. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, at Portola.
Okay.
And but that end, he already released multiple singles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That particular
He was
set
already
was
big.
like, he was already moved on from the original song, so he was putting out new music.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still enjoyed it, but going back to what I said, I think it's very important that you listen to your instinct.
Totally.
And, like, catch the set that you need to catch
Yes.
because those things change.
Totally.
They 1 year is this, and the next year is completely
Yeah.
different. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think that moment in time is like when I decided I was like, I'm never doing this ever again.
Yeah.
Like if I'm here to see somebody, like I'm staying to see them
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think that just shaped like the rest of like my
Yeah.
experiences forever. Cause like that was what 11 years ago,
Yeah.
and I'm still salty.
Yeah.
Like
You will be because that's what. But then again, it's important that you do these things because it definitely does. Like it's gonna get you in the back of the
yeah,
head.
totally.
It will always be. It's like, oh, I missed this thing. I missed
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah. So I will forever and always go and see whoever I want to see now.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think,
Respectfully.
yeah.
Respectfully, like with due respect to our partners.
No, I think no matter who you're with, like you have to like set your what's that one saying? Like set your ground.
Yeah, your boundaries.
Stand your ground
Yeah.
or set up your boundary
Yeah.
and just be like, this is who I'm gonna go see. No ifs, ands, or buts, and just do what you want.
Yeah.
I think that's like important because now I'm just like, damn, what if I did catch her? Like,
Yeah.
it's always gonna be a what if moment, and I hate it.
So, yes, I agree. Yeah. But
Um,
yeah.
Has there been anybody who, other than like Dom Dollar, like was that your only experience?
Well, that's the only experience with that particular scenario. With him and I, we're not good with divvying up time.
Okay.
So sometimes we'll catch a little bit of a certain artist and we'll head over to catch the rest of another artist.
Okay.
Yeah, things are getting better. But it was just specifically that because it was just a different. He was in a different. The vibe was different with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do you like his new stuff?
I think it's so funny that you said that because I was just thinking about that the other day. So his newer stuff is okay.
Okay.
I think there was a specific kind of like funk to his earlier stuff.
Yes.
When you take a look at Brine Dust, when you take a look at like Save Your Love, those have a very specific, funkiness to it.
Yeah. I like San Francisco.
Yeah. He had a weird like
groovy almost
grooviness to it. Very Aussie, like very like so it's he still does it very well.
Yeah.
His newer stuff.
I feel like it's he tried to be very mainstream with
Here's the thing. I think every EDM artist goes through that.
Totally.
We take a look at Calvin Harris.
Yeah.
They're very prime examples. Even Diplo to a certain extent. Well, yeah. They were very commercially successful. And
totally.
John Summit just mentioned this earlier.
Oh, yeah.
About going on break. I don't know if you saw that. So they run a risk of being overexposed. And in return, like, over um, uh, generating like content to the point where it's like, you're doing it time after time, and
Yeah.
you're not giving yourself the space to be able to like take your time in making
Grow.
things.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You're so busy releasing the next single, the next single, and the next
Yeah.
single. And I feel like that's where Calvin Harris and Zed kind of like, they still do a good job. But when you take a look at their previous discography to
Yeah.
what's current, it's like night and
I
night.
think they from the time that they started to where they peaked, they allowed themselves a good amount of time to grow and
Yeah.
build a foundation that when they passed or when they got to that peak, they wanted to maintain it.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they bring out so much that they didn't allow it to like form and build
Yeah.
and like stay.
Yeah.
And then just like it dies out very
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah.
With his stuff, I really love Dom, and especially his earlier stuff. It's like I said, there's a grooviness, there's this funkiness to it.
Yeah.
It's just really nice. So
Who else do you
yeah.
like?
Apart from the obvious, there's like Dun Summit, Tom Dalla. I really like Molly P. I like Alesso. I'm starting to get into Subtronics a little bit. A little bit. I
Okay.
can't do the hard like headbanging
Headbanging.
techno.
Oh, I love
But I'm
headbanging
getting
shit.
there. I'm getting
Okay.
there. Marlon Hofstan is another one who's like who's
Okay.
getting.
I don't know that one.
Okay, he's some European German.
Okay.
I really love Peggy Goo.
I've heard good things about Peggy Goo. I don't know much about Peggy Goo, but every time somebody talks about Peggy Goo, I don't know if it's a guy or girl, I don't know. But they always have something good to say about
Yeah,
Peggy Goo.
Peggy Goo is amazing. She's a Korean DJ, and
Okay,
she's amazing. Her set at EDC, which is especially for her solo set, but also I heard from what I because we missed her back to back, but
Oh
from what
shit.
I saw, her back to back was really really good.
If you ever want to like just kind of I don't know if they're on YouTube. Like I don't know if their whole set is on YouTube. You know how sometimes they put their sets on
Yeah,
YouTube? EDC 2019, I could be wrong, but Shami back to back Mala,
Oh, okay,
check them out.
okay,
Amazing.
okay,
I think that's where I first fell in love with like
okay,
that kind of style of music. I was like,
okay. How do you prepare for your sets? How do you prepare? What kind of research do you do? Because here's the problem that I run into,
okay.
and it's happened again. And I'm trying to figure out how I can beat the horse,
Oh
like
gosh.
get ahead of it.
Uh-huh.
Where, like for instance, like I'll hear of an artist, I'll see the headline,
Okay.
and be like, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then it's hard for me to like pick out who I need to be seen, who I cannot miss. And then when the festival's over, they start picking up traction and be like, oh, I should have caught them.
Oh,
You know
I
what I
see. Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. So I think it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, like see who you want to see. Like the ones that you've been wanting to see and they're finally on that set list, like go see those for sure, no matter who else is performing. And then the way that I prepare myself is I don't.
Oh,
I kind of just play it by ear. I'm very go with the flow at festivals. So we went to what's a good example? EDC 2022. We were going to go see DJ that was like really big and everybody like rushed to go see them and we were going to go see that I can't remember who it was. But we were gonna go see them, but we saw the crowd. We're just like, fuck this shit, no. And so we started like walking around. There was infected mushrooms, and I had never heard of them. I've never heard the name, heard the music, nothing. But we were just like vibing at this set, and it wasn't until after that I started like looking them up. I am in love with them.
yeah.
And then similar like vibes happened with San Pancho.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't stay the full set because we were on our way to go see somebody else, like we didn't want to miss. But we were walking and I was just like, holy shit. We stayed there for like 10 minutes, maybe 15 before we had to like really go. But I was just like, oh, this shit's bomb.
Yeah.
So I kind of just take it by ear.
Who's in your spotlight right now? Who's in your like, okay, I have my eye on this artist. Like, I need to see what they do next.
Oh, that's a good one. Have you heard of Jessica Otterthread?
No, but I will do some research.
Okay, yes. She is incredible.
Okay.
She very headbangery though.
Okay. Okay.
Very
Okay.
very headbangery.
I'll make
Um
sure to take some Advil.
yeah. Oh my God. Dude, okay, so when when the very very first time that I ever saw her was last year, last June, 2025, June of 2025. And that was like my first concert in a long time. Like I think I had gone to EDC 2022, but I hadn't done anything else. And my friend, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go see Jessica Audifred." I had never heard about her, nothing. And she's like, "I have an extra ticket. You want to go?" I was like, "Fine." So we go, and I started listening to her music when she invited me, so I have like an idea of like what I'm getting myself into. I don't know what got into me, but I was just like, you know what? This shit's fucking banging. I was headbanging all night. When I tell you I couldn't move for the next like week, my neck was so fucking sore.
Oh my God.
And then we were texting like back and forth. We're just like, dude, how's your neck? She's like, my back. It's my back. And I was just like, what the fuck happened to your back? Oh my God. We were just on it. Like, I was sober and I was headbanging the shit out of her music.
Nice.
So I was just like, I would recommend her.
Jessica.
Audifred.
Okay.
I'll text it to
Okay.
you. Amazing. I want to see what she's coming up with
Okay.
next.
Nice.
You.
Nice. Roz.
Okay, I'm kind of pissed that we got to. I didn't see Raw. I don't know. They
Yeah,
was
I didn't catch it
canceled,
either.
right?
No, no, it was over. It was at capacity.
Oh,
It was at capacity. We didn't get either. We didn't get it either.
oh,
But we caught him. My boyfriend's so nice. We made sure that we left early from our place to get to EDC to catch him because he was like one of the very first ones that were going to come on board. He was at Circuit Grounds.
okay.
And the vibe was immaculate.
Ah,
Girl, I had definitely like I had at one point I had to take a stop and like a look around.
that's how you
And
know it's amazing.
everybody was like vibing. Everybody was up and down dancing.
Oh, I
Everybody was
love
bringing
that.
their own quirkiness to like this to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dance floor. And but him specifically, you can tell there's you can tell their artist is special when
Does it feel like very? I haven't seen it, so is it like very genuine and?
yeah, it feels very genuine. It feels like they produce their music first of all. They're producers and they work on their own tracks and they mix and everything. And they just have a presence about them that's very up to par with I would say Mauro P, John Summit,
Okay.
Dom Dalla, Peggy Goo. When you like for instance, like Peggy Goo, when you think about Peggy Goo, you're like, oh yeah, her sets are amazing, but she's also amazing. Like she brings a really specific vibe and
Okay.
energy, and they do that. They bring a very specific vibe and energy to their sets.
Is Roz one person?
It's a two. It's a two
Okay, duo.
duo. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a duo. Yeah, and of course they're Mexican, so you gotta
Amazing.
support. So,
Yeah.
um,
Jessica Audifred is Mexican.
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, well no, I have to listen.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have a really good feeling these guys are going to
Blow. I mean, they already blew
I
up.
mean, they're getting there for sure. Like they're up there now. But I have a feeling, especially with their next.
I love that you got
album.
to see them right before they blew up.
Yes,
though.
yeah.
Like that, I think is so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, who else was on there? Oh my god, if I could pull up the Coachella list, there was an artist. They're Hispanic. So it was me and my cousin. We were like gonna go see somebody, and it was so fucking cold, fucking windy. And we were just like, let's find somewhere where we can like hide from the wind. And so we go to this one, I don't know, like the tent thingies.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
Yuma? No, the Sahara tent.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, okay.
I think it was almost empty. Whoever was performing, like, even though they didn't have a big crowd, it was incredible. It was a Spanish, like, Mexican, I don't know, Spanish like band. And me and my cousin, we were just like, what the fuck is this shit? It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we were just like vibing harder than anything we'd done all weekend.
Uh-huh.
And it was like 10 minutes of like this amazingness. And I was just like, I haven't experienced that all weekend. And it was so cool.
I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
What's the one set you remember where it's like, this was a perfect set? This was like the set.
The set.
And then the set you keep chasing after. Just to like.
You have such good questions. I love that. Okay. So I think for me, like the most perfect set was, and I feel like I've talked about this on the channel, but I can't remember what year it was. It was EDC, last day, sunrise set.
Okay.
Galantis.
Oh, Galantis
Was closing EDC main stage. And it was me and Michael, and you can just see the sun coming up. Everybody was like, no phones. And there was like this essence of like everybody just being there.
Yeah.
And I think that might be what I'm chasing after now.
Yeah, right.
Like nothing can top that vibe.
Yeah. Nice.
You?
Dulab at 2024.
Okay.
I think it was. Sophie Tucker.
She saw Sophie Tucker.
And mind you, she's not my favorite artist, but she's up there. But
she's amazing.
It was a sunset set.
Oh, that's great.
And
I think sunrise or sunset, either one is amazing.
Yeah, my friend Peter and I have been like itching to be able to like experience that with someone else. Like it was just perfect. The sun was setting, the vibe was off, the wind was blowing. Yeah, it was just great.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we could talk about this all day.
I know.
Oh God.
But yeah, that set for me was like pinnacle of like, music.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's a really good ending to it all. Yeah. So I think with that, we will leave this conversation. Thank you so much for being my first guest. I'm so excited about this.
Yes.
If you want to come back, let me know.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you have any questions, what your favorite set was. Hit like, subscribe on any of the platforms that you are listening on. My name is Grecia.
Armando.
And you are listening to Puro Plur. Thank you. Have a good night or a good day. Bye.